Hello everyone, I'm Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English channel. In our today's video, we are going to talk about one of the doyens of Indian music, Mian Tansen, right? But why are we talking about him? Let's find out. Before that, if you want to download the notes, these will be available after the video ends on the Telegram channel ATS Live. So to go to this channel, what you need to do, open your Telegram app in the mobile phone. On the top right hand corner, you'll find a search bar. Click there and write ETS Live. You'll find the channel. But if you still have trouble finding the channel, this is the QR code that you need to scan. Subscribe to the channel if you still haven't and download the notes. So let's start our today's discussion by understanding why are we discussing about Mian Tansen, right? Now recently the High Court of Madhya Pradesh, it gave a judgment. It rejected the plea as many people has sought permission to conduct religious and cultural activities on the tomb of Hazrat Sheikh Muhammad Ghaus. And in this tomb only, or in the complex of this tomb also, the tomb or grave of music legend Tansen is also located. Now this tomb is located in the city of Gwalior. Now the Sufi tradition, it tells us that Tansen was one of the disciples of Sheikh Muhammad Ghaus. That is why he was buried right next to him. Okay. Now, in our today's discussion, before understanding who Tansen was, we'll describe few of the architectural elements of this particular tomb and then we'll move towards discussing about Mian Tansen, right? Now, what you need to understand, this particular tomb was built sometime after the death of Sheikh Muhammad Ghaus, and this was built in 1563. Now, it has a very significant architectural and historical value, and it is considered as one of the more notable structures constructed during the reign of Mughal Emperor Akbar, who reigned from 1556 to 1605, very close to 49 years, right? Now, the tomb particular that we are discussing today, it is one of the centrally protected monuments, and this has a legal sanctity of a centrally protected monuments under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958, and this monument even today continues to be managed by Archaeological Survey of India, who started to manage this tomb structure in 1962. Now, what you need to understand, as this is a centrally protected monument, therefore, the High Court of Madhya Pradesh has not permitted cultural or religious activities from happening, because if these activities are permitted, it might destroy the legacy or even the structure of the monument, which is a protected monument. Okay. Now, this building is basically a square building and it is topped by a large squat dome. Dome is essentially a feature of Islamic architecture, which was brought and maintained and quite flourished into India by Mughal dynasty, right? Now, this structure is also flanked by chhatris, giving it a multi-tiered appearance, right? Now, around the tomb's central chamber, it runs a veranda which intercinct is led by stone screens, and it borrows a design influence traced from Gujarat. Now, what you need to understand, the elements, it also prefigures later monuments that were constructed during the reign of Akbar and other Mughal emperors. More particularly, it is similar to the Sheikh Salim Chishti Dargah located in the fort of Fatehpur Sikri in the district of Agra. So that is why it was a source of inspiration for later Mughal monuments, also a monument located in the capital city of Mughal emperor, that was Fatehpur Sikri. Okay. Now let us come back to Mian Tansen. Now Tansen in general is a legendary Indian musician. He was also a composer and vocalist, and he was a very skilled instrumentalist as well. He is known for popularizing a instrument known as plugged rubab, which is a Central Asian instrument. Now, he started his career under the patronage of Daulat Khan, who was the son of Sher Shah Suri, and he later on became a court singer during the reign of King Ramachandra of Bandhavgarh of Rajasthan, right? But his most notable contribution, and the reason why he is so famous today, is because he was invited to the court of Mughal Emperor Akbar, where he was given the title of one of Nauratnas, or 9 jewels of the court of Mughal Emperor Akbar. Mughal Emperor Akbar not just gave him the title of Navratna, but he also gave him another title known as Mian, meaning a learned or a respected man. That is why these days Tansen is also referred to as Mian Tansen. Okay. Now, his notable contributions or his notable musical legacy, it includes he is credited with creating and popularizing several ragas, including Miya Ka Malhar, Miya Ki Todi, Darbari Kannada. Similarly, he is also known for his compositions of Drupad, which is a form of classical vocal music. So, because of all these contributions, he remains timeless in the field of Indian music. Okay. Now, before solving a PYQ, let me tell you something. Now we are discussing one of the only aspects about the culture, that was the Islamic culture that was brought to India by Delhi Sultanate and flourished into India at the time of Mughal dynasty. Now this is only a part of art and culture syllabus. So how would you learn other aspects about art and culture, particularly the ones that are important from your exams? Well, in that regard, what you need to do, if you have problems understanding anything, it is quite okay. What you need to do is get admissions to our resolution batches. Well, the thing about resolution batches is that we do your preparation from grounds up. We provide you teaching for not just art and culture, but other classes of history, that is modern, medieval, ancient history. And in addition to that, we cover all the other important subjects like economy, polity, geography, environment, etc. And what you need to do, just take admissions here and your entire headache will be solved. Why? Because we not just provide you with live classes and recorded lectures, but we also provide you with test series. So suppose if you're studying with us and if you have a problem how to get those doubt resolved, you will have a dedicated mentor who you can reach out via call or text 24/7, right? So all of these benefits are provided to our students under the resolution batches. Now resolution batches come with two options. Suppose if you're giving the exam next year in 2026, you can take admissions to the morning batch 2026, and in morning batches classes happen from 8 to 11. Whereas suppose if you are a working professional or a student pursuing your graduation and you have some time before you graduate, you can obviously opt for a long-term evening batch. Now the benefit of the long-term evening batch, that this course duration stretches for 40 months, that is 3 years and 4 months. So therefore, even if you're planning to give exams, let's say in 27 or in 2028, you can opt for these batches and everything will be provided to you under these batches. Now these batches currently only up till day after tomorrow, that is 30th of June, these are available at 29,999. After that, we'll close the admissions. Okay. How you'll get this rate? You'll get this rate after you apply the code ATS Live. How to apply the code ATS Live? Let me tell you that. You need to go to our StudyIQ's website, studyiq.com. You need to create an account here. You can do so by simply logging in with your mobile number. Once you're done with the logging in process, select all language here and click English. Why am I saying click English? Because I understand many of the students who might be watching this video, Hindi might not be your mother tongue. So therefore, you'll have problems in attending Hindi batches or in bilingual batches. So for you, English option is the best option, especially for students who come from northeast, eastern parts or southern parts of our country, right? Now I told you there are two options, but especially if you're a working professional or if you're a college student who have some time before they graduate and become eligible to give UPSC exam, long-term evening batch option is for you. So click buy now. As soon as you click buy now, you'll realize 36,999 is the course fees. How to apply the code? Click on buy now. On your right, there is an option to add promo code. Click there. On the left, click enter coupon code and start writing ATS Live. Once you're done writing ATS Live, click apply. Now, as soon as you click apply, you'll realize 7,000 rupees discount is applied and this course is now available at 29,999. But please remember, the admissions to these courses and at this rate is available only up till 30th of June. After that, it will close. So please do not miss out on your important time and do get admissions. Now, obviously, it comes with many benefits. Live classes are provided to you, but suppose if you miss out on live classes, you always have an option to watch these classes later on. So you'll not miss out on even one class. And you'll always be provided with one-to-one mentorship. So in case if you have any doubts, be it later in the night or early in the morning, you can obviously contact your mentor without any hesitation. You'll also be provided with an answer writing program that will help you develop the habit of answer writing, and not just develop the habit, but also it will help you enrich the content and quality of your answers. And we will provide you with dedicated evaluators of the copy who will provide you with necessary feedback. You'll also be getting a prelims test series and a CAP module, which is a current affairs program. So suppose if you don't have time to read the newspapers, you can obviously refer to the daily caps that are issued, and it contains all the important news that are there from all the important sources, Hindu, Down to Earth, Indian Express, you name it, everything is there. So these are the benefits that come with resolution batches. Now, I told you, in case if you have any doubt, obviously you'll have doubts because you're spending about 30,000 rupees. So please do not hesitate to call us on 9240231070. They will clear all your doubts, and do not forget to let them know to apply the code ATS Live. Why? Because it helps you save 7,000 of your or your parents' hard-earned money. Understood? So this is what you need to do. Now let us come back to our today's discussion. This is the PYQ that appeared in 2019, and it exactly deals with what we have studied today. With reference to Mian Tansen, which of the following statements is not correct? So please remember, you have to identify the statements that are incorrect. Okay, so please do let me know the correct answer in the comment section. If you give the answers correctly, I will give your comment a thumbs up so that you know you have answered it right. And you know the drill, the notes will be available on the Telegram channel, ATS Live. So go to this channel, subscribe to it if you still haven't, and download the notes few minutes after the session. So we'll see each other again. Please have a very good day.